Let's take a closer look at what unfolded during Super Bowl weekend, because what appeared at first to be a routine celebrity appearance quickly turned into one of the most talked about relationship moments on the internet. It all began with two simple words: good luck. Normally, those words would be harmless, even supportive. But according to social media users who analyzed the interaction, the delivery felt distant and emotionless. There was no smile, no warmth, and no visible excitement. Almost immediately, the internet began speculating that something was wrong. In strong, stable relationships, encouragement tends to sound uplifting. However, when tension is present, even a simple good luck can feel like emotional detachment, or worse, a quiet farewell. On February 8th, while the Seattle Seahawks went on to defeat the New England Patriots with a decisive 29-13 victory, much of the online conversation shifted away from the game and toward the personal drama surrounding Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. Before kickoff, Cardi made a high-profile appearance alongside Bad Bunny, Karol G, and Jessica Alba, creating what looked like a glamorous and successful Super Bowl weekend moment. However, once the game began, reports surfaced suggesting that Cardi had allegedly left the Super Bowl early. That detail alone was enough to raise eyebrows, especially considering the scale of her public involvement in the weekend's festivities. For someone who had reportedly invested significant time, energy, and appearances into the event, leaving before its conclusion appeared unusual. As a result, speculation began to intensify. To understand the full narrative circulating online, it is important to note that much of what follows consists of allegations and social media commentary rather than confirmed reporting. Years earlier, while Cardi was married to Offset, and although their marital status has remained complicated, there were widespread online claims alleging that Offset had maintained a long-term affair with a woman known publicly as Pri. Some commentators went even further, claiming that the alleged relationship resulted in a pregnancy and later an abortion. These claims were never substantiated by credible media outlets, yet they have remained part of online discourse. The situation became more complicated when social media users began connecting Pri to Stefon Diggs. According to online chatter, Pri and Diggs had allegedly been close acquaintances for years, long before Cardi entered the picture. Old videos and clips were resurfaced and analyzed extensively by bloggers and commentary platforms. During Super Bowl weekend, photos and videos circulated showing Diggs at gatherings with family and friends, and online users claimed that Pri was present at one such gathering, allegedly seated near members of his family. Additional speculation arose when a photograph surfaced showing a Patriots credential labeled Team Hotel, leading some to conclude that certain individuals were staying in proximity to the team accommodations. Adding another layer to the narrative, Stefon Diggs' child's mother, identified publicly as Kiana Barber, was also reported to have attended the event with their son. Social media commentators suggested that multiple women connected to Diggs were present in the same hotel environment during Super Bowl weekend, with some alleging that Cardi may have been staying there as well. While none of this has been formally confirmed, the optics fueled further speculation. Reports also cited commentary from lip reader Nicola Hickling, who analyzed video footage of Cardi arriving at a Super Bowl party hosted by Michael Rubin the day before the game. According to those reports, the lip reader suggested that Cardi appeared emotionally strained and allegedly made remarks indicating discomfort or distress. While lip reading is inherently interpretive and not definitive proof of emotional state, the analysis added momentum to the theory that tensions may have been present even before game day. Following the Super Bowl, observers noted that Cardi and Stefon Diggs reportedly unfollowed one another on social media. In celebrity culture, such digital actions are often interpreted as symbolic gestures signaling a breakup or dispute. Although neither party issued an official public statement explaining the situation, the timing of the unfollowing, combined with the circulating rumors, strengthened public assumptions that the relationship may have ended. It is also worth acknowledging that Stefon Diggs' personal life has been the subject of public scrutiny, particularly regarding his children and past relationships. Cardi herself has previously addressed criticism about her romantic decisions, emphasizing that people cannot undo the past and can only move forward. Nevertheless, public perception often magnifies these dynamics, especially when high-profile events like the Super Bowl are involved. Interestingly, only weeks prior, Both Cardi and Diggs had posted affectionate messages toward one another on social media, suggesting that the relationship was in a positive place. This sudden shift, from public affection to apparent distance, further fueled the narrative that something significant occurred during or shortly before Super Bowl weekend. Even fellow celebrities, including 50 Cent, appeared to weigh in with humorous commentary about the situation, adding to the viral nature of the story. At this stage, it remains unclear what truly transpired behind the scenes. It is entirely possible that social media speculation amplified ordinary relationship challenges into a larger controversy. It is equally possible that tensions had been building for weeks prior and simply came to a head during one of the most public weekends of the year. What remains certain is that when personal relationships intersect with global events like the Super Bowl, every glance, every word, and every social media move becomes part of a larger narrative shaped by public interpretation. The question now is whether this was simply another example of the internet connecting dots prematurely, or whether Super Bowl weekend marked a definitive turning point in Cardi and Stefon's relationship.